fans. Welcome to Inside the Huddle, the podcast that brings you the heart and soul of Rolla Bulldogs high school sports. All right, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Huddle, brought to you by Romo Athletics and powered by our title sponsor, Phelps County Bank. Again, they are 100% employee owned. They are 100% community champions. They are bankers by day and they are Bulldog fans by night. Always like to give a big shout out to them. Go to mypcb.com and you can find out more about Phelps County Bank. So here we are, episode 50 or 49 of season 3. Back with us is head coach Mark Miller. Coach, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, seems like just a couple days ago, Tommy.
It was kind of everything's going fine. Hey, so we had a team meal last week.
Yeah, shout out to El Magay for sponsoring that for us. Who doesn't like Mexican?
Oh my gosh, not this guy right
Mexican
here.
food is some good stuff. But yeah, thanks very much to El Magay.
And you had a good Christmas?
Yeah, we sure did. Speaking of sponsorship, let's give thanks to Kevin Bramlett out at Sirloin Stockade. Year in and year out, he treats our team to a Christmas dinner, the entire team and managers, and it's a lot of expense for them, I know. And Kevin's just got such a great heart, and he's a good buddy of mine. He takes care of us every year. So we got it started off right after our final practice. Went out there and had some good food for lunch, and then back 9 golf right over there off of 63, real close to the ice cream shop, South Central Creamery. They put together quite a deal for us over there with the help of Jen Thomas, one of our moms. Man, we had some golf simulator games. We had some other fun games, and then there's just a lot of goodies that Jen put together for us. And but anyway, I want to say thank you to Back 9 Golf. They're really nice people. They let us play even longer than what we were scheduled for. So we had a good start to our Christmas there. And then personally, I always love my son-in-law, Scary Larry's home cooking. It was good stuff yesterday.
That's good. Good. Put you in a little food coma there.
Oh, buddy, yeah.
So I just gotta ask, who outdrove? Who had the longest drive? You or Mighty Mike?
As far as I can remember, I did. I don't know that that's accurate.
Well, I might have heard that from one of the players too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
This is what I do remember for sure. One thing that's very accurate is that JT outdrove both of us.
I heard that as well.
Yeah.
That video of him, man, he put a little swing in that young gun.
I tell you,
like,
it would be so nice to be young again and have that flexibility. Man, yeah, JT can move it out there.
Yeah, when I heard that kind of the snap, I thought it might have been like a back. That would have been mine, right? That would have been my back going out,
That
probably
would
a
be me.
hamstring going
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun, a good time. So what wasn't a good time was our last ball game where we headed up to Wardsville to take on the Class 4, number 7 ranked undefeated Blair Oaks Falcons. They were a high quality team. We're very familiar with them, and they got length, they got size, they got athletes, got a little bit of everything. And we head up there, and man, it was just one of those where shots didn't seem to fall for us. There's a lot of things to it. I was going back and I was looking at some of the stuff. We only shot 34% from the field as a team, 23% from 3. Again, not normal for us. Only had 10 assists to their 17, which again, I think that kind of represents, I think, where the struggle.
Shooting.
Yeah. And then 14 turnovers to their 9. And this is the one that really kind of hit it for me was transition points. We had 11 and they had 28. I never would have dreamed that in a million years that we were going to lose that transition battle to them.
A lot of it was because we were throwing it away in our transition. We never could get down there to have opportunities. It was a tough game for us. It kind of got started wrong from the start. We were playing shorthanded with very, you always want to see next guy up and see if they can take care of business. But pretty tall order, losing part of what we normally have, and we had poor old Nash Robinson was trying to go, but he was sick as a dog, and so we were playing with a pretty limited crew, and it showed to me. E-Train and I talked later, a couple days later, about that, and he was fired up and wanting to play some man when we were in zone, and said, it's very difficult for a coach to play zone defense a lot of the time, because teams will hit a shot and things won't go your way, but those guys that can push through that and stay with the zone, sometimes it's much better than man. And Train was feeling like, which rightfully so. Our man defense has been
Yeah.
rock solid this year, and and but without the horses being the same, it puts a lot of emphasis on just a few guys to have to be really busting it around, and I felt like we just didn't have the legs. I thought that proved true with our shooting. Um, it was one of those nights, and I was really pleased with the way the guys just hung in there. It was still a game at halftime.
Yeah.
I think we're down 5-6, something like that, and then I remember the point where I think Train had just dunked one or something, and we got a lot of excitement going, pulling within two. I think it's 38-36, and we create a turnover, and then we turned it right back over to them. And from there, it was just like the wind kind of went out of us. And you know, it's uh, you want to be playing with all your horses when you're playing very good teams. And we didn't get to, but that's no excuse. We got to have the next guy step up. Um, I think that it's a good time to lose one if you have to lose, because we'll get to see them again probably in the St. James tournament, and and we won't lose a game this way. We won't get the 1 seed, and so I think there's 17 tournament down there this year. So
Okay.
so we won't have to suffer a bye in the first round. We'll get to play another game. Um, but I think going forward, one of the things that I've tried to stress to the guys, I tried year in and year out, is always call to let them understand this, and that is the for me, there's kind of the 2-2-6 thing, and in 10 of your games, you're going to play your absolute best 2 games. You're going to play pretty bad 2 games, and then everything else is right in the middle. And what has to happen is, when you have those 2 bad games, it needs to be against teams that you're equal with, or you just don't want to have it happen against really good teams. And if you do, things will happen
Like they did.
happened to us.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, being a high quality team, they took advantage
They
of the
did.
situations. They responded well. Like you said, when we had turnovers, they answered. When we made runs, it looked like we were gonna, okay, here it comes, and then they would respond with a couple of plays of their own.
You got to give them
Yeah,
credit. They hit
yeah,
shots,
yeah.
and that's not always easy against us. But they hit shots and we didn't.
Yeah, and they guarded really well too. Again,
They
they're a
did.
physical team. They got size, they got length. They rotated. Their rotation was really, really good. That was Ethan would talk about how, okay, I could get by the one, and then there would be a second, and now you're trying to find someone. Then with their length, it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, definitely.
And when we're not hitting, then those kickouts don't seem to go as quickly as they have.
Bright spot was, of course, Paxton Ledbetter.
Big
Pax
double
just
double.
continues to really improve and be more physical. Um, yeah, I mean, monster double double. I think you went, I don't know,
16 and
16,
15 or something
15.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, and
Several blocks. Yeah.
really a stopper in there inside for us defensively. And the nice thing about Pax is, he's starting to extend that range consistently, where uh, he can knock down a 3 ball for us, and really helps open things up when he can do that.
Yeah, he hit 3 threes, and that was nice because again they're starting to slide off of him early on, thinking they're going to just pack the paint on us, and then he made them pay for that, and
He
that was really
definitely
nice to
did.
see. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the holiday hoops that we have coming up on the boys bracket. We got a new sponsor this year. Phelps Health is our new title sponsor for the
Big
boys.
thank you to Phelps Health. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Now, again, longtime sponsor, U.S. Bank. They finished up this year. Man, such a great time. Teddy Hass and
I don't.
Wayne Perry
Do
over
you have
there.
any idea how many years it's been? It's been, I mean, a long,
Yeah.
long time
Yeah.
that they had been our sponsor. And we're truly thankful that they hung in there with us for so long.
Yeah, it was always great to see, always a great event. It's been one of the bright spots I know for us is one getting to host a holiday
Yeah,
tournament,
definitely.
and then it's just always a lot of fun. And then we combined it with the girls tournament, so the Phelps Health boys tournament, and then Mitch and Teresa Escobar have the girls sponsorship. And our holiday tournament used to be for the girls was always like a week later, and it was like a round robin,
Yep.
I think it was, or like a pool play or 4 or 6 team. And then we just kind of rolled it in one year, like, hey, let's combine them. And now we use that.
Quite an event.
Oh, it is. We
Yeah.
use S&T for half the games, and then here at the field house for the other half. So I think it's just a great time.
And then the final day is 100%. All games
Here,
are right here at the field house,
yeah,
and it starts early on, about
it's a
9 o'clock
long
in the morning,
day.
and yeah, and then yeah, it's if you love basketball, you're gonna love our tournament, and we've gotten write-ups in in Springfield about they did a little deal 2 years ago about the best uh, holiday tournaments around, and they named us as one of the
Oh, yeah.
best.
It's always a lot of fun. And then, when you throw in, uh, you know, over the holiday period, families back, and it's a time of travel. We bring in some out of town teams. We used to have more. We do a lot more out of state teams back in the day. And it started off being with 4 local teams: Waynesville, Rolla, Salem, and St. James versus 4 out of region teams, right?
Sure.
That's kind of how it was,
Yeah.
I know, for a long period. And that's kind of went away. So just thought we'd take a look at those. So we start off, so we'll just recap or look at preview the boys game, the Rolla
Sure.
boys game. So we play the nightcap at 7 p.m. against um, uh, who do we play? Oh,
Let's play
Fox.
Fox.
Fox
Yeah.
Warriors, yeah. So Fox is the new. They're one of the new teams coming in. So Fox is new. Eugene, which is the defending Division II or Class 2 state champions.
Yep.
So they're coming in, and then we also have new this year, but not always new, is our Rolla JV, and they're having to fill in for a spot that was either vacated or.
Yeah, we had one team drop last minute and couldn't find a replacement, and so our JV team was shy 3 games, and so rather than somebody have to have a bye, our JV team's going to step in and they'll tee it up first this afternoon at
2:30,
2:30
yeah,
over at
yeah,
S&T against Mexico, who's got a nice
really nice.
year in and year out. They've always got a nice team.
And Mexico, I believe, is currently ranked as number 4 in Class 4.
Okay.
And we know that they're a high caliber team, so they'll have them first. Then our on the girls side, we kind of alternate boys girls on this, and so the JV will be back. That's great to have them in, and then returning Warrensburg, Waynesville, Mexico, and St. Pius.
Yes.
So on the top of the bracket, ourselves versus Fox Warriors. Fox is, uh, I think, maybe 1-5 on the season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a Class 6 school out of St. Louis area, and they've 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 not had a lot of success yet this year. We hope that that holds off for a while, at least a game yet.
Well, I think the interesting matchup then is the other part of our top bracket, which is Warrensburg, which I kind of it's tough finding all the on the one loss, maybe 4-2 on the season. It's kind of tough to tell versus Waynesville at 4-3. I know for a fact Warrensburg lost to Jeff City and Cap City,
Yep.
and then they beat the tar out of uh, uh, Hogan Prep.
Yeah, they.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be a really good
yeah,
game.
yeah.
They both are. I think they're both improved, and I, it's should find a way to get over and watch that game if people like basketball. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, and I know Waynesville returns quite a bit of experience. So
Hmm.
they really were, I think, a sophomore junior class heavy last year. So they're bringing back a lot of weapons for them. They're 4-3 on the season, so that should be a lot of fun. And that's going to be here at the Field House at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
So that'll be before our girls' game over here at the Field House. So then on the bottom part of the bracket, we got Mexico taking on Rolla JV. Where did we talk about Mexico being they're 7-2 on the season. And number 4 in Class 4, and they graduated several seniors. So I was kind of surprised to see them hit that stride. But
Yeah. Well, Coach Pappas has got things going on there, and they do a great job. It seems like year in and
yeah,
year out now. He's got a good program. So uh, built some tradition back into Mexico basketball back years ago. Was quite a powerhouse, and they went through a period of time where it wasn't like that. But Darren is he's brought him back.
Yeah, and they got a nice, real nice senior guard that's been there for all 4 years.
One of the better guards
Yeah,
in Central Missouri.
yeah, definitely. So that'll be good to see. And then the final, or the bottom part of that game bracket is the Eugene Eagles take on the St. Pius Lancers. Again, St. Pius has not won yet this year. Eugene 6-1. Their one loss was to Blair Oaks. They're, as we said, the defending Class Two state champions. Bring back several players. They lost quite a few seniors to graduation. But what's really interesting about that potential matchup between Mexico and Eugene is one of Mexico's loss is to Eugene
Right.
at Eugene, and that was a 61-47 victory for the Eugene Eagles. So, getting a lot of excitement. Yeah,
Should be some fun as you see the brackets mature as they go along, the games go along. And I think, like always, it'll be a fun holiday
yeah.
tournament.
And Eugene's ranked right now number two in Class Two. So again, we got state ranked teams here in the U.S. Holiday Tournament or the Phelps Health Holiday Tournament. Got to take
Yeah,
me a while to get
we've
back
been
to
doing
that.
it so long that
Oh
way.
my gosh, man,
But thanks a lot to Phelps
yeah,
Health, man. They, they're not just putting their name on this; they're putting a lot of money in this too, and we sure do appreciate
yeah,
that.
definitely. That really helps out for the out of town teams. So the final four potential final four, Rolla, either Warrensburg, Waynesville, don't know how to call that one. Warrensburg has the ability to really light fire. You know, the game we saw them up at the Norm Stewart Classic, they struggled from the outside, and that, as we know, that can have a huge impact on the rest of your game.
They've
Uh,
got a very high quality player. Chris Nemo's boy, his son, is. I mean, he's really a premier guard and a very good shooter. So I think if they've got, he's going to be solid for them.
yeah.
And if they're hitting shots, that's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It should be a good one. So we again games start tonight or today on the 26th of December. Then they go 27th. They finish up on Sunday the 28th. Again, not normal for the tournament. Not normal for high school basketball to have the Sunday games, but that's the way it's working out because of the holiday
Yeah,
season.
I guess
They're
it's
trying to get them
become
in.
more normal now. The what is it? The grade 8 in Jefferson
Yep.
City. They're
Yep.
doing the same
Same
thing,
thing.
playing
Yeah.
games on Sunday, and uh, I don't know, not my preference, but
I'm
we'll
with you
we'll
on that
roll
one.
with
Yeah.
it. However,
Yeah.
it's got to go.
And I think that's part of the, yeah, with the travels, everything kind of makes it tough. I think hopefully it'll be good. So we got those times again. Come out. So the JV boys play at 2:30 at Missouri S&T. So you can head over there. And once, if you get like the weekend pass, it works at both facilities, so you can go back and forth with that. That game will be on YouTube. The game
It
that's
is
over
on
there.
YouTube. What's our guy that's doing all those games over there from the Waynesville
Oh
area?
yeah, Alan Hilliard.
Alan
Alan
Hilliard.
Hilliard will
Yep.
be broadcasting those games over there.
And Alan does a really
Yep.
good job of that
Got a nice
stuff.
job, keeps a score on there,
Yeah.
does his broadcast. So he'll be going strong over there from Missouri S&T at Gibson Arena. And then we'll have over here at 5 uh, 5:30 will be the girls. Clark City
Yes.
girls will
Yeah.
play over
They
here at
play right
5:30
before us.
right before us, and then we'll finish up the nightcap at 7 p.m.
Yeah. All games, if people don't want to come here, the all games here will be streamed on,
Raw
well,
Athletic Butcher
yeah,
Club.
our girls and boys games will be streamed live on Raleigh Bulldogs or Raleigh Athletic
Athletic
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, yeah, on the YouTube, so you can go there.
Yeah.
But come on out, man. Bring the family. I put this out in a post. I'm like, man, I understand it's the holiday season, but you know what? Let's be honest. Like we spend too much time with family, with relatives. It can be a little stressful. Bring them out here. You can go get popcorn and visit for a while with others and kind
Let's
of let
go,
people have
Tommy
fun. I'm
Gunn.
just telling you, we're
Yeah.
trying to make it work.
Yeah. Let's find a way to bring in some. Tom and I are kind of in need of some Christmas goodies.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, you can tell I don't know.
Well,
I
I'm just
feel like
wasting
we've,
away.
yeah,
I
me
hardly have to
too.
get up the steps. I'm
So
so weak.
we'll take some of that, won't we?
We will. We will. All right, so let's take a look at some of our sponsors before we go in and kind of finish up on there. Really appreciate, as always, we talked about well, Phelps Health is sponsoring the tournament, so shout out to them. Our title sponsor, Phelps County Bank. This is the Taylor Chrysler head coach episode, so again, thanks Jeremy Shelton over there at Taylor Chrysler for their sponsorship. Home Sweet Mo Properties, they do our spotlight editions. Kobe Wan's Skills Academy. He and his brother made the drive up to Blair Oaks to watch over there. He does a lot of training. Got the facility. Really seems to be coming along. Anxious to talk to him and get a date on when that's going to come out. That's going to be great to have him. And we also talk about In Full Bloom. Jackie Morazowitz does all of her backdrop rental and everything. And the season ticket. We were talking about this tournament on Tuesday, 5 to 6 p.m. JP Maxwell over there on ESPN 104.9. You can find out, talk a lot of Bulldogs and other regional sports action going on there.
Yeah, my personal thanks to Sirloin Stockade, also to Back Nine Golf, and then, as always, every single year that I can remember, Tony Froelich, American Family Insurance. He's always spitting out money for us to have our throwout
Shirts,
shirts,
yeah.
and truly appreciate Tony.
Yeah, he just sent a note wanting to get an update on the tournament bracket. So I'm going to send that to him when we get off the air here. Um,
Yeah,
Tony, yeah,
condolences
Tony,
to
just all,
Tony. Is
man.
Yeah, he's going through what is no fun for any of us, and he just I want him to know that he's with us in our hearts and prayers, and just hang in there, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, again, Tony Froelich, longtime friend of the program, supporter of the program. Kids have all played here, the Rolla High School. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's great to have him. Um, so final question for you: what's it going to take for the Rolla Bulldogs to come away with their third holiday tournament title in 4 years?
You know, energy. If we bring the energy and the physicality, right now we're a tough handle. If we come out flat, we allow a lot of teams in the game to play with us, and we've seen that some. Um, Certainly, we've seen a lot more consistency in our energy, our physicality, our effort. Um, Defense, this that old saying, defense wins championships. Well, it does, as long as you can make some
Yeah,
shots too.
yeah.
But when we get that kind of championship effort defensively and on the boards, um, generally we can make enough shots with this group, and um, so I guess ultimately, as long as we score more points than the team we're playing, that's gonna get us a championship.
I say we get it done. So, one last question: who won the Miller annual Miller Family Christmas Scavenger Hunt?
Yeah, that was won by my daughter, which, she was the pregame favorite. My daughter and my wife were up against Scary Larry, Mike, and Allison. Allison is Mike's girlfriend, and we're hosting Allison's parents. They're making it to the 3 games. They're
Nice.
coming to town and gonna support the Bulldogs. So shout out to them as
Oh,
well.
wow.
But Amber thinks so much like her father, bless her heart, that I'm the one that puts together the riddles and the rhymes and all that stuff and sends them around town with those. She figures it out. I think the final tally, I think, was 10-3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, point note to self: do not play scavenger hunt games with Amber, especially when they're designed by her dad.
Mom gets some credit only because she was driving the car.
Yeah.
She didn't get many of them. Amber was pretty much responsible for most.
Go here, mom. Go here. Go here.
Yeah, yeah. But mom's all about that. She's like, "Hey, I'm good. I get Amber. We're good."
I like that supporting role. Well,
So
coach.
what about you? No. What about you, Tommy Gunn? So let's just, before we go here, did you get the bacon and eggs and the waffles out at
Okay,
Waffle House?
so we had a change of tradition this year.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so we decided that with the clan size that we have now,
Sure.
and bringing on Little Bennett and everything else, that we have a hard time getting into even 2 booths.
Right.
And Waffle House is packed on Christmas
It
morning.
is.
Believe it or not, it's packed on Christmas morning.
It was packed Christmas night
Yeah.
too. When we came home from Larry's, it was still packed.
Oh, it's place to go. So what we decided was, plus with the weather being so nice, yeah, I jumped out on the Blackstone, got the
No,
flat
you
top
did.
going. Oh, dude, we had it all.
And you grilled up the
Home fries, and I even I do have the rings to do the hash brown rings.
nice.
But instead, we did homemade home fries. We did eggs. We did chorizo sausage. We did bacon that Zach brought over from a hog he had butchered. We did biscuits and gravy. So we had the whole gauntlet, and yeah, it
And
was a
you were
great meal.
cooking.
I was cooking it all.
So basically, it's back to Waffle House next year.
Back to Waffle House. And then that night I cooked. I did fajitas and Mexican on the grill. Did some carnitas.
Wow.
did some pork, had that going all day long, and then put it back on the grill. So that was,
Okay.
yeah, had everybody over for Christmas dinner. We did a non-traditional Christmas dinner and did Mexican food.
So when you get ready to do some more of that Mexican food, why you got my
Let you
number.
know, I got you, buddy. I'd love to get it going. All right. So everyone, hey, thanks for joining us. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. Come on out tonight for the Phelps Health Boys Holiday Tournament and the Mitch and Teresa Esquivel Girls Holiday Tournament. I'll be having a follow up here with Coach Parker and probably in the next hour or half hour, and I'll be talking about the girls side of the bracket as well. So for Coach, good luck tonight.
Thanks,
Let's
man.
get these 3 wins. After this, then we'll have a home game on January 6th against Marshfield.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just telling you right now, Bulldog fans, there is only 8 total home games. Okay, there's only,
All season.
yeah, and so we have 7 left, right? We've had 1. Okay.
7 left.
And you're gonna get 3 here this weekend. So come on out. And then there's gonna be 4 after that. I mean, it is a short season at home. So come on out, support the Bulldogs. They put on a show you do not want to miss.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Coach Miller, good luck this weekend. From inside the huddle to the heart of the game. We'll see you next time.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.